Welcome back. The woman who accused music moguls Jay-Z and Sean Diddy Combs of rape is now dropping her case. This comes after an NBC News report found inconsistencies with her story. NBC News entertainment correspondent Chloe Malas has more details on this lawsuit.
Sean Carter, better known as rap superstar and business mogul Jay-Z, able to declare victory after the case against him was voluntarily dismissed with prejudice, according to a filing in U.S. District Court in Manhattan. The civil suit against Jay-Z was on behalf of an adult woman who said she was raped back in 2000, following the MTV Video Music Awards when she was just 13 years old and went to an after party.
What made you want to come forward and talk today?
Because I think that I've been quiet long enough about what I've been through.
The Jane Doe accuser, a 38-year-old mother from Alabama, spoke with NBC News in December and asked us not to reveal her identity. Her story then had several inconsistencies, among them that her father drove about 5 hours to pick her up after the alleged assault.
We rode home in silence. She didn't ask me what happened.
But in a later interview with NBC News, her father said he could not corroborate her story, telling us, "I feel like I would remember that, and I don't." Jay-Z always denied any wrongdoing. The superstar, who has won 25 Grammys and is worth an estimated $2.5 billion, called the lawsuit a money grab, saying in a statement, "The court must protect victims, of course, while with the same ethical responsibility, the courts must protect the innocent from being accused without a shred of evidence." Chloe Malas, NBC News.
For more on this, let's bring in NBC News legal analyst Danny Cevallos. So, Danny, while that package focused on Jay-Z, this, of course, also incorporates Sean Diddy Combs. We mentioned court records show the accuser did not give a reason for dropping this suit and dropped it without prejudice. So can you... With prejudice, excuse me. So walk us through what that means and suggests.
That word with versus without tells volumes about this case without actually saying it. And here's what I mean. I sue people all the time. Sometimes cases are close calls. Sometimes the facts look like it could go either way. It is exceedingly rare for a plaintiff to voluntarily dismiss their own case and dismiss it with prejudice. I don't know this, but often that happens. I don't know what happened in this case, but often that happens if the defense comes to the plaintiff and says, look, I know you relied on your client. You made all these allegations. Here are the receipts that show right out of the gate that your case is not going to survive because we have proof that your plaintiff, your client's claims are not true. I don't know that that happened in this case, but that is usually the only reason, one of a few reasons why a plaintiff will file a lawsuit of this magnitude and then shortly thereafter say, you know what, we're out and we're never bringing it again.
So dismissed with prejudice, but also a civil case. Could we see criminal charges at this point?
It is virtually impossible for a couple different reasons that I'll tell you. Number one, first, the legal reason. Criminal cases, while in civil cases, many states have extended or even gotten rid of statutes of limitations in sexual civil claims. When it comes to criminal claims, if your statute of limitations has already expired, then you are done. No statute can revive that because that would be unconstitutional. It would be like an ex post facto law. In other words, so if you're in the clear criminal-wise on your statute, you're in the clear. Nothing can revive that. Then there's a practical reason. Consider this. The plaintiff has the burden to win their case by a preponderance of the evidence, much lower standard than beyond a reasonable doubt. So if you're a prosecutor looking at this case and you know that the plaintiff's attorney has said, my case is so bad, I'm not even going to go to a jury with it. I'm just dismissing it voluntarily with prejudice and I'll never bring it again. That means as a prosecutor, this case has real problems.
And briefly, we know, though, this is not Combs' only case. He's facing dozens of other lawsuits alleging sexual misconduct. All of those claims he's denied. But could this set him up to dismiss those other cases?
It's all going to be very fact-specific. And I suspect, again, I do not know, but I suspect the reason you're going to see a lot of cases, some will go forward and some will not against Combs, is because of the way these plaintiffs were collected by a 1-800 number. Come one, come all. Tell us your claims. And now these complaints are being filed. And look, as a plaintiff's attorney myself, sometimes you have to rely on what the client tells you. But sometimes you also find out in the course of litigation that what your client told you may not have exactly been what we call the truth.
Okay, well, time will tell the truth. Danny Cevallos, thanks so much.